Well, Make Your Mark looks insane. The players leaked right now continue to just be extremely hyped up players again. We saw 4 hyped up ones yesterday. Today there's like 20 more, not kidding. It kind of brings up a bigger issue, I suppose, of the power curve right now. It's moving quite quickly. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Also, champs rewards are confirmed for the next month, it looks like. And a pretty exciting player has been added finally to eafc. So I just want to say quickly, I apologize. I was not familiar with your game, Dabinia. This card just carried me to Elite Division today. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. I played 5 games with her, 9 goals and an assist. I know it's the most insane goal to game ratio you've ever seen in your life, but every goal she was scoring, I was like, oh, that's a tough goal. That's not a guarantee. 9 of them she scored in 5 games, made it to Elite Division. I'll have my rewards for tomorrow's video to open. I thought because she's 5'1", it'd be impossible to use this card. It actually was not impossible at all. And I did. Whoever taught me, by the way, whoever said in the comment section, use the L1 speed boost with Quick Step Plus. I also was not familiar with your game either, because my god, that is an insane speed boost, and I need to do that more often with Quick Step Plus players. It changed it for me entirely. And also I've recorded the fixing your guys' team video. That's going to be editing, or I'm editing that right now when you are seeing this. So okay, what are we talking about here? Okay, yeah, Enzo Fernandez did come out, and he was an objective, by the way. People did not expect this one. I did not expect this one either. 95 Enzo Fernandez, who also is 5-star, 5-star. The play styles, you know, pinged is cool. Relentless is like meh, but Anticipate is obviously very good too. Upgradable Argentina, you'd expect to go fairly far in the tournament. It's still a pretty damn good card. I will say no incisive pass. Me personally, I pretty much could never use this card, but that's just a weird quirk I have. But the way to get this card is a full England weekend league. So scroll down to the bottom reward. In order to get this card, you have to win 12 matches in champs finals with players from England. They go 12-8 with an England squad, basically, in order to get Enzo Fernandez. And also Jordan Pickford you can get for winning 6 games. So, you know, it's cool. I do like the premise of like giving people an option to do XYZ rather than like forcing it. You know, there's a couple weekend leagues in FIFA 17, I think, where they started forcing requirements like a La Liga weekend league or a Serie A weekend league, right? That sounds like a fun idea until you have like no players from a certain league in your club, and then all of a sudden your team just sucks compared to everybody else. I mean, there's good things and bad things about it. I like that there's, you know, an option here and you get a pretty good card for doing it, but I'm still, you know, there could be another game mode that exists that could easily do a similar thing like this that wouldn't be in FUT Champs, your most uber competitive game mode, because they don't know what they want. They want to make a competitive game mode to help with esports, but then they want to make it casual, but then they want to make it this, they want to make it that. They don't know what they're doing. So we just get this until hopefully next year we get a new game mode. If not, I am going to kill myself. But okay, we're moving on to the leaks now. Now, I will also say we're going to not spend too much time on each player here. We're going to quickly move through them because there is a lot of players to look at. And once again, the Make Your Mark promo is for players that are making their Euros debut, so keep that in mind for these players. Rafael Leao is their first player here that has been leaked, and once again, they are also upgradable. The stats are just predicted, by the way, but yeah, another insane player there. Scroll up, we got Joao Cancelo, another Portuguese player, and he's gonna be obviously great. Keep going here, Mikhailo Mudryk as well. Mudryk's other card, I think was it Future Stars Mudryk, who had 2 versions, I think, right? Or was that FUT Birthday? I don't remember what it was, but that card was very good for a while. It was very good in games. I'm assuming then this card as well going to be very good in game. You go in here, we got Yan Kuoto. I'm not sure how to say his name, from Girona. Obviously, he's had a couple great seasons now in a row. Somehow didn't get a team of the season card, but he's going to be in the Make Your Mark team. And once again, it's Euro and Copa America players in this team. Next card leaked is McAllister. And now once this came out, everybody was like, okay, does every single card here have a team of the season? Obviously, there's a couple that haven't been, but you're gonna notice in these leaks that almost all of these cards have a team of the season card that are now not going to be their best versions. Now, we'll talk more about that in 1 second. We'll kind of go through here the leaks again. Before we get into that debate, we've got Okafor as well for AC Milan and Switzerland there. Scrolling up, we continue. We saw Yan Kuoto. We got Arda Güler. He is next as well. And like I said, so many hyped up players are going to be in this promo. They're trying to get everybody back on this game again for the Euros, it seems like. From Benfica and Denmark. Make Your Mark player there. Scroll up again. We've got DeMarco. Just funny, of all Italian players, they pick one that just got got a TOTS card. I know, you know, the selections, obviously probably not many that they wanted to choose from, or they could choose from, because they need to pick a player from a squad, obviously, that is probably more likely to play, which then more likely they had to have a good season. So it's kind of a catch-22 a little bit, but most of the cards they're picking have TOTS cards, right? Except Scott McTominay. He did not have a TOTS card, I'll tell you that much, but he's definitely going to be playing a lot for Scotland. So Man United fans will love to see that. Next, Gabriel Martinelli. Like I said, the list continues to go on and on to the hyped up players in this promo. And once again, the stats and stuff are just a prediction there. Next up is Mittelstadt from Germany and Stuttgart. Not much more to say about him. Keep scrolling up. We got Dragujin. I think it's how you say his name. Obviously, just went to Tottenham in the winter, I believe. That'll be a fun card to see how good he ends up being. No, we are not done yet. Nico Williams as well. Another team of the season card is going to be in the Make Your Mark promo. I think there's a couple more here. Yes, Ugarte. Ugarte will be in the promo as well. PSG player, Uruguay. And then last big name we've got so far, it is Randall Kolo Muani as well, who I actually also really like in this year's game. So this card, you know, it's going to be insane. French tax these 3 million coins off rip, I'm assuming. And then the only cards here that we have not seen, I believe a couple down here, we got Lenormand, Sosa, and Illich. I think are the 3 that we have not seen there. Everybody else, I think we have seen, yes. So yeah, a lot of great players. I'm assuming that's going to be the majority of them. That was a lot of promo players there. But this whole thing starts the debate. I saw Donk tweeting about it, so I go find that tweet here. He said, TOTS ended less than a week ago, but yet it feels like 99% of the cards are about to be behind the power curve already. Team of the season really lost its vibe this year. It's just another promo these days. And I think that there's some truth to this. Obviously, at most, like, I would say it's most of the TOTS cards, sure, are not going to be as amazing as they were, but there's still, like, the top-end TOTS cards are still all pretty fantastic. But I think it's undeniable to say the power curve is moving very quickly, especially ever since the integration of 3 playstyle pluses. And really, team of the season, it really started getting ramped up. It feels like every new promo for the past couple months now kind of really moves the power curve instead of just kind of like adding to it. These cards are going to have 4 playstyle pluses. At least some of them will, because none of these upgrades have anything to do with playstyle pluses. They're all upgrades about the overall of the card and the stats of the card, nothing to do with any playstyles. So what do you think about that? You know, is the power curve moving quickly an okay thing because we're in the summer and it doesn't really matter anymore? Or is it like, oh my god, we have to keep grinding constantly to get a good team? Do you not really care? You know, I'm curious to know what you guys kind of think about how things are moving right now, because it's moving pretty quickly. Also, we got word that yesterday we talked about the first upgrade was going to be a plus chemistry boost, and we thought it would be a 2 chemistry boost, similar to what the TOTS plus guys are. But it looks like actually it's going to be maybe hero or icon chemistry, because it says 3 points there, like immediately off rip. So I'm assuming actually it's going to be icon or hero chemistry with 3 chem points there, which obviously once again makes things very interesting, because all I got to do is make their tournament debut and they're getting that, you know, chemistry boost. So when they get released, it's gonna be one of the first times ever there's gonna be like such a huge crutch very quickly is gonna be happening to those cards, if that makes sense. Like, they'll all come out with lower chemistry, and then they're all gonna be more valuable in like a couple of days, but that will be already baked into the price. I feel like I don't think there's gonna be really any moves to make. I feel like that's just gonna be, it's so early on, it's gonna be so baked in. There's a chance with the Copa America players, though, that that's not the case. And actually, this Sunday night, Copa America cards could be an insane buy, because people don't really get the fact that chemistry will change so much. I think people will understand it. Just the value is just going to be hard to, like, keep that value up for 7 days prior to when that tournament actually begins. Okay, then finally, Barcelona fans and Spanish fans across the world have been waiting for Lamine Yamal to finally come into FC24, and he finally was added to the Euros mode. He's 76 rated at 16 years old, which is kind of crazy. Now, the Euros mode, you actually can't, like, move around anywhere. He's not even in the main game, I don't think. I think he's just in the Euro mode, so it's not as, like, cool as he probably could be, but he's in the game. So if you wanted to use Yamal for the longest time, you now can. A random side note, Futbin changed the layout of their website. And what do you think? You think it's better? You think it's worse? I will say there's less ads, so that's kind of nice. Only 1 Geico ad at the top of the screen. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, you get more players, I guess, more bang for your buck that way. Also, guys, Champs Rewards has apparently like been confirmed now for the next like month that these are what the Champs Rewards will be. So Euro Nations picks like we got last week, the 94 plus Ultimate Team of the Season Champs picks are going to be the rewards now until at least I believe like the middle of July or like the beginning of July. something like that. I think it's like 28 days they have said. So yeah, not really going to change too much. We saw shapeshifters change it last year pretty quickly. This year that probably will not happen for Path to Glory cards, looks like. Okay, let's read my wonderful comment section. One of the most asked questions yesterday was like kickoff playbook, saying when can I buy team of the season cards, or when should I buy certain cards? And the answer to that, now that we've seen champs rewards be this way for a while, you're probably just looking at the longer you can wait, the better. You know, the longer you wait now, the more cards will come into the game that will have 3 to 4 playstyle pluses. They're going to compete with these team of the season cards. It's gonna be, there's no like long-term outlook here anymore. To me, it's just the longer you can wait, the more they'll probably continue to drop. MU821, it's obvious why they do not release good content or better pack weight during the year. It's because it is pro season. To compete versus other pros, you need the best players, hence opening store packs accelerates your pulls. So I'm assuming like you're thinking that players are going to try to compete to be in the pro division, and in order to do that they need to like get a god team, so they all have to spend like $1,000. Partly true, but that's not the main reason. The way that EA makes almost all of their money is through the casual player base, or like the semi-casual base. That's always the word I prefer, because casual insinuates you play the game like once a week, and oftentimes like that's not who spends money on the game a lot of the time. It's the guys who will hop on every other day for like an hour, and then they'll want to spend some money. They'll play a weekend league once in a while. They'll spend a bunch of money. That to me is more like the main audience they're trying to get to spend money. The whales are obviously great for them, but they're going to spend money anyway. In EA's eyes, they will just they have them by their balls. Like they're going to spend money no matter what they do. A player trying to compete in the pro season is going to spend money almost no matter what, because they're trying to be a pro FIFA player. So they don't really care about those guys as much. But it is true that one of the dumbest fucking things ever in a pro scene in esports is like, yeah, in order to get the best players, you have to spend your own money to then try and qualify to then go to the tournaments. Imagine in COD, you have to buy the best guns with your own money in order to compete, because they had the fastest time to kill. It's like, this isn't even like an option, a semi-relatable thing that happens in any other game. It's just in FIFA and sports games and Ultimate Team that we just fucking allow to happen. Abacus Frost, I got suspended for 2 weeks because my club name was RIP Bozo. I've been vibing all week playing Star Wars. And fully enough, my name on like my club name was JFCYT, so like kind of like advertising my YouTube channel. If you played against me, you'd know it was me. And I get messages from people saying like, is this JFC? Like I just played you. Now I can't even name myself that because they removed my name, because JFC obviously gonna be Jesus fucking Christ, right? So it's someone, I don't know if they reported me. EA just assumed my name was that, and they got rid of my name. So now we're Tony Pulis FC because we were playing Tony Pulis ball. So if you see Tony Pulis FC, there's no way in hell it's anybody else. It's gotta be me. So yeah, anyway, I believe that's it. Thank you for being here and watching every day. Love you. Thanks for the over. So peace.